Strictly Come Dancing 2022 star Tyler West has opened up about the tearful trip to Zambia he took earlier this year to meet families who spend 6 hours a day searching for water to survive. Big-hearted Tyler West launched a charity appeal on the anniversary of his final Strictly Come Dancing at Blackpool Tower last year, and he shared the heartbreaking moments at behind the scenes with Express.co.uk. It follows his tearful trip last month to visit communities without clean water in poor areas of Zambia, which left him disappointed and angry. "It ate me many times," Tyler exclaimed. "I feel all sorts of emotions. I feel upset. I feel disappointed." He heard some harsh realities from a woman he met there, who made the 2-hour round trip to get water 3 times a day, and the water supply was infected and infested with insects. Big-hearted Tyler West launched a charity appeal on the anniversary of his final Strictly Come Dancing at Blackpool Tower last year, and he shared the heartbreaking moments at behind the scenes with Express.co.uk. It follows his tearful trip last month to visit communities without clean water in poor areas of Zambia, which left him disappointed and angry. "It ate me many times," Tyler exclaimed. "I feel all sorts of emotions. I feel upset. I feel disappointed." He heard some harsh realities from a woman he met there, who made the 2-hour round trip to get water 3 times a day, and the water supply was infected and infested with insects. "The nearest hospital is 4.5 hours away, and I asked her what people would do if they couldn't walk there," the Kiss FM DJ explains. "She said some people just choose to accept and live with the illness, while others sadly die. Most children are sick and most cannot go to school because there are no facilities and have to go to the bush to get water from a dirty stream." He confides, "I remember those days on the South London estate and dreaming, how can some of these children start dreaming when they don't have clean water? It is necessary. It's a basic human right to have clean water. That makes me very uncomfortable." Tyler also spoke with a teacher during his time in Zambia who walked 1.5 hours every morning to a makeshift school with no bathrooms. However, it is the lack of clean water that hurts DJ's heart the most. "It shouldn't be like that. 1 in 10 people in the world don't have access to clean water," he lamented. Tyler's work in Zambia followed a holiday in Gambia, where he ventured into the local community, discovered villagers who were really struggling and was motivated to start fundraising. With the money raised, they installed electricity in the school, then got the water pump working again, and the plantation they were working on was able to grow vegetables again, he exclaimed. That inspired Tyler to support WaterAid's New Water Means Life appeal, which he now describes as one of the top highlights of his career. Meanwhile, now that he is back home from his trip, he is reminiscing his memories, while glued to the screen for Strictly, which gives him FOMO now he is no longer a contestant on the dance floor. To find out more about WaterAid Water Means Life's winter appeal, which helps communities in Zambia and
a 14th century BC power couple. At least that's how they're depicted in a lot of the artifacts, and she was elevated to a position higher than any other queen in Egyptian history.
All depictions and writings of Nefertiti mysteriously disappear after about 12 years.
There's a good argument to be made for the fact that she became a king. If she was probably crowned only because this little boy, Tutankhamun, was too young to rule on his own, and she was afraid he wasn't going to be able to maintain the changes that they'd made.
The famous bust of Nefertiti was discovered by Ludwig Borchardt in 1913. Launching her to modern fame.
That bust, that iconic image, gave us something to hang our hats on, gave us something to put on tote bags and t-shirts and keychains. That's why we talk about her.
Anne Boleyn was definitely born. We're pretty sure of that, at least. Anything else about her outside her marriage to Henry VIII is a little fuzzy, because we don't have very many primary sources from her life. So what we do know of her is subjective, depending on how the writer felt about Anne, Henry, and the Catholic Church. Anne was the daughter of Thomas Boleyn, 1st Earl of Wiltshire, and Lady Elizabeth Howard. As a child of nobility, she was sent during her tween years to learn how to survive living at court. She spent 2 years learning French with Archduchess Margaret, Regent of the Netherlands, before graduating onto the court of